Ramchandra ki jai, Mati Mahadev ki jai, Mahashakti Devi ki jai, Vrindavan Bihari ki jai. My dear devotees, let me extend to more Devotional Song. A very special welcome to a very special evening. ये तो भगवान की आशीर्वाद है। क्या जाने फिर जब अवसर आएंगे तो उसे आएंगे। The moment has come to give thanks to the Lord and to serve Him. And so this evening, I am very privileged to welcome all of you on behalf of Pundit Ramdath Vyas, his him and his entire family. This evening we are highly blessed to have the Brahma devotees sitting with us. And for this, we must bow to these gods upon earth as we seek their blessings. Tonight I want to specially welcome each one. Also seated on our foundation this evening is the President of the NCIC, my godfather, Pundit Ramdath. He has a very busy schedule this evening, and his time is limited. But we cannot let him leave without getting his message to Ramdath Vyas. So I will break from the normal tradition and I will ask him, Pundit to come and give your message to Pundit Ramdath Vyas. I just said that Pundit Ramdath Vyas is a favorite godfather. So I don't feel jealous because his father is our Guru, has been, is, and shall continue to be our Guru. This is his son, and this evening he's going to bring greetings to Pundit Ramdath Vyas before he goes to his next appointment. I want to thank you. Panditji, over to you.
Sita, pronouns to all Pandits who are present here. Ladies and gentlemen, I first of all must apologize for not being able to speak for the entire session, as Panditji has explained, I have another function to go through. So please excuse I'm not being able to stay here for the entire session. Panditji, I pray that through Bhagavan Ram Chandji grant you many, many more years of life with us here in Bengal so that we can have your company for many, many years. You have been a beacon of light for Hinduism and Indian culture in this country for many, many years. It is people like you, Panditji, and all the other Pandits of your current Pandits who have been flying the flag of Hinduism and Indian culture alive in this country since we came here in 1845. Were it not for you, Hinduism and Indian culture would have died. Only last week, I took up an old magazine which is called Mukdar, and which was published by a group of people headed by Haridas, I think it was, Roy Haridas, I think was one of them. And they were talking about Hinduism and the loss of Hinduism in the other islands of the Caribbean. And in the article it is said that Hinduism died in St. Vincent, in Grenada, St. Lucia, and some of the Caribbean islands when the last Pandit passed away. And that was in St. Vincent. And Hinduism totally died after that. Everyone was converted to Christianity. And you can't even meet an Indian or Hindu in these places with Hindu names. They all carry Christian names. We are very fortunate in Trinidad and Tobago and in Guyana and Suriname to have our Pandits still with us who are able to carry on the traditions of Hinduism and Indian culture. And so I would like again, Panditji, to thank you very much for inviting me, and I would like to pray again to Bhagavan Sri Ram but it gives you a very, very long life. So we can be with you and be inspired by you. Jai Shri Ram.
Praise the Lord, Thank you very much, Pundit Ramdath, President of NCIC, for the wonderful job you are doing at NCIC also. When we pull our resources together, we're able to achieve great things. So many thanks to you. Have a safe journey to your destination, and to all of you, blessings. Let's all for Ramachandra Jai. So let's all be stand as we join together in Pundit Ramdath Vyas will lead us in Pundit this evening, and we would like all of you to please join with us in the singing of the Ramayana. So let's understand, my dear friends, extend your Shiva Consciousness. A very special welcome to a very special evening. We have all come together in relation to Pundit Ramdath Vyas and his doing and family to celebrate a wonderful occasion. It's not only about celebrating a birthday, it's about celebrating life's achievements. And so basically, on behalf of Punditji, special welcome to all. To the many Pundits who are here this evening, Pundit Vishesh Vyas, Pundit Anand Vijay Vyas, together in the wisdom and members of the young guys and brothers sitting as shoulders, and to the many Pundits who are here this evening, spiritual leader of this Pundit Ramdath Vyas, deputy leader Pundit Vyas, who is doing a fantastic job in this institution, and of course Pundit Deodath Vyas is here this evening, Pundit Shiva Consciousness, Pundit Dr. Parashram, Pundit Sadesh, Pundit my dear Baba, Pundit Ramdath, Pundit Ramdath, Pundit Pundit Ramdath Birthday, and Pundit Ramdath, and all the other Pundits who I might not be able to say this time, to all the Pundits who have come to give their blessings to Pundit Ramdath Vyas, I want to say Shiva Consciousness, a very special welcome. Also this evening, on behalf of the Consciousness and our spiritual institution, on behalf of this beautiful Mandir, Shiva Consciousness, a very special welcome to all of you. So this evening, friends, special welcome to our listeners on radio Charity. Taking our broadcast is none other than our good friend Dave Ramsey, who is taking our broadcast to the world all over. Thank you very much, Dave, for being here. To our many kind sponsors, many thanks to you, and to Rafi, who is recording this evening's proceedings, which will be aired later on TV Charity. Rafi, many thanks to you, and of course to the Charity team. So now that we have all the formalities done, let me invite Pundit Ramdath Vyas. This is his evening, and he's going to share his many talents with us and his blessings. Punditji is now going to lead us in invocation. So let us all join together as we sit down in a position of prayer. Let's all join together. Jai Shri Ram. What a wonderful evening. Being led in devotion by Pundit Ramdath Vyas on his birthday. So there was, all the blessings for you, Punditji, and tonight you're going to sing us one of your beautiful bhajans. You're so versed in all that you do. We must admire you for the tremendous gift that you possess and the blessings you share with us. So let's have one of your beautiful bhajans. Prabhu Ramchandra ki jai. Beginning to a wonderful evening, an evening when we celebrate, not the birthday as such, but the achievements of this wonderful gentleman who is Pundit Ramdath Vyas. But sharing today with him is none other than his lovely daughter Sharda. We cannot leave out Sharda. It's her birthday also we are celebrating. Let's give especially Sharda a round of applause. A wonderful child, God has blessed this family with a suputra, a beautiful daughter. So Shara, happy birthday, blessings to you, together with your dad. Principal Prabhu Ramchandra ki jai. So this evening, all discourse is going to be very brief because it's the evening when we make dedications to Pundit Ramchandra. So in this beautiful mandir, Namami Tvam Mahadevi, Mahabhay Vinashini, Mahadurga Prashamani, Mahakarunya Rupini. This is the Devi Mandir. And we have come to the Mandir of the Devi. Mehu Aya Hai Devi Dwar, O Devi, we have come through your doors. Mehu Laya Hai Devi Kru. Devi, we have brought you flowers today. The flowers of our love. This is what we have brought to you. Minister Nalekukar will not listen to this prayer powers. So this evening offers the salutations to the Devi. After this mantra, we will do the beautiful bhajan. May I David one. Namaha Pushkarane Kavaya Jakadapure Namaste Maheshware Mahadeve Mahamangalamurtaye Namaha Pushkarane Kavaya Jagadhate Namaste. So who is this goddess who is placed on the altar? Namami Tvam Mahadevi, that great goddess we bow to. Who is this goddess? Namaha Pushkarane Kavaya. She is the lotus-eyed woman. Namaha Pushkarane Kavaya. She is the lotus-eyed woman. And when you look at the eyes of the Devi, soft eyes like the lotus petals, her eyes are the eyes of compassion. The eyes of the Devi, look at the image of the Devi. The eyes of the Devi are the eyes of the love. माँ तेरी ममता कितने प्यारे जुगाते हैं. Who can love you more than the mother? Be it the heavenly mother or the earthly mother. So the eyes of the Devi, looking upon us, showering her grace and mercy. Jagadhati Namaste. She is the upholder of the universe. She is the one who upholds, as Lord Krishna lifted up Govardhan on the little finger. She is the one who supports and upholds this universe. Jagadhate, O Lord Mother, Namaste, we bow to you. Maheshware Mahadevi. O Devi, you are Maheshware. Lord Shiva is Maheshwari. She is Maheshwari. She is the goddess of the world. She is the mother of the entire universe. Mahamangalamurtaye. She is Mangalarupi. She is the very form of happiness, of auspiciousness. What makes us happy in this world? When the hand of the Devi, look at the hand of the Devi. The hand of blessings, Abhay, the hand of fearlessness. So to that Devi, the one who upholds this universe, she is the protectress of the wetland and progress of the life. Progress comes to her blessings. She is the dispeller of all poverty, pain and misery. Mahamangalamurti. She is the auspicious form. She is the mother of auspiciousness. So this evening, our first bhajan is dedicated to the World Mother. We have come to her home. This is the Devi Mandir. And we have to give to her adorations. So I want to welcome you. This evening, yes, step on greater vibration. Let us bring on the blessings. As one of Vishesha is going to lead us in this bhajan, then we have few verses from the Ramayana. Jai Shri. We will not listen to a prayer. You are the mighty power of Devi. Namaha Shakti now the Pramata May the blessings of the day be upon all of us this evening. The Holy Ramayana, the Shiv Puran, the Devi Bhagavatam, all the world scriptures, they provide us with one message. And the message is back to Godhead. What's the purpose of all these scriptures? It's very simple. They provide us with guidelines in the journey back to God. We are spiritual travelers, Deepak Chopra says. And this evening we continue the spiritual journey back to Bhagavan. Lord Krishna says our goal is, the supreme goal is Satchitananda. God is our goal. And the said, we have to be mindful and focus upon, thoughtful of what our goal is. We must be focused. We must have our mindset on what the goal is. And these messages are to take us out of the worldly path, to take us into the spiritual path, to continue the journey back to Bhagavan. Lord Shiva himself nicely relates to Parvati Devi. And this evening we select just a few verses from the Ramayana and we will understand the importance of all of this. So we join together in Shri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Everybody. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Jai Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram. Because Sri Rama, Lakshmana and Devi saved. We cannot get happiness. What gives us happiness? Bhagavan Shiva says, Jaha Rama Taha Sarva Samajam. Wherever Sri Rama is, the sages, the saints and the gods, they gravitate towards the Lord Shiva. As the bee is attracted to the flower, coming to extract the nectar. So it is Sri Rama. It's like that first Lord flower. And everyone is attracted to him, coming to enjoy the nectar of his beauty. And what is the beauty of Shiva? When he lifts his hands, the beauty flows from his lifted hands. Shiv ji कहते हैं, भक्तजनों, there can be no happiness. If you look at the name Sri Ram on the 11th day, when Raja Dasharatha is sent for his Guru Vasishtha, इनका नाम धनी. Tell me the name of these children. When you look at Sri Ram, इसका नाम राम है, जो सुख का धाम है. He is the very embodiment of happiness. He is the mantra of happiness. So his name is Sri Ram. So the name Ram then is very, very simple to understand. Rama means happiness. Now, where do we get happiness from? Happiness will come from many sources. Many sources, material things bring happiness. But you see, the name Sri Ram itself means happiness. So happiness comes from God. But how can we get the happiness from God? Through our karmas, through what we do. And when we perform the right karmas, then the Lord is going to shower His blessings upon us. So, at the Lord level, happiness comes from our thoughts, our words, and our actions. This is where we get happiness, from our thoughts, our words, and our actions. Our thoughts will bring happiness, our words will bring happiness, and our actions will result in happiness. You know something? A man sits and he takes a ball of thread and he weaves in it. And for a long while he weaves in it. And below he puts the heavy lead. And then he throws it over his shoulder, he goes to the river, and he will cast the net, and he will catch the little swimming creatures. You see, our thoughts, our words, and our actions are the cords with which we weave the net of our own karma. Our thoughts, words, and actions are the cords with which we weave our own karma. And it is we who throw the net over ourselves, and we are caught in the web of our own karma. So we must be very mindful of, three things, because this is where we get happiness from. So, Chale Sadha as a mantra vidai, the whole community decided where Sri Ram is, this is where we shall abide. And as Sri Ram Chorachari, as he started his journey towards fulfilling the wish of Raja Dasharatha, then the inhabitants of Ayodhya, they followed him. wherever he is going. You see, there is the concept of Satsang. We use Satsang as to Shri Ram Jai Ram. We almost finished Katha, right? Few minutes again and Katha will be over. So let's sing together. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram. In the company of Sri Ram. And you see, take a piece of coal. Coal is black in color. How can you get that black piece of coal white in color? Of course, you can paint it white. But you put the black coal in the fire, when the fire is lighting, and the black coal becomes red. And when the redness is gone, the fire is out, it becomes white. This is the power of Satsang. When we keep the company of Sri Ram, this evening, we have all come together in the company of Bhagavan Sri Ram. And when we come in the company of Sri Ram, then what happens? The process of change takes place. You know what the fire is? The fire is devotion. You come to Satsang to perform devotion. You come to listen. One of the things you must never do is when you go Satsang, don't hear. Don't hear at all. Listen. If you hear, then it enters here, it comes out here. But when you listen, with the mind concentrated. So, in Satsang, you know what happens? There is change. We change. If a person goes to Satsang and that person doesn't change, then that person has wasted precious time. Every second will not come back again. You see? So Satsang is about transforming ourselves. This is the message of the Ramayana, to transform ourselves, to change. The process of change is inevitable. there must be change, but change for the better. There must not be exchange. You see? So Satsang provides us, where we have a different vision, where our thoughts, our ideas, they all, go to the next level. So Satsang is about necessitating the changes within our lives. So, where is Shiva? This is where you're going to have that knowledge. So, Bhagwan, Shiva says, let's look at this final doha and then we will continue with the program. Shuddha Sachidanandamaya Kanda Bhankulaketun Charita Karatanara Anuharata Sanshriti Sagara Setu Shuddha Sachidananda. You see, who is this Shiva? The world glorifies him as God Bhagavan himself. Who is this Shiva? He is the glory of the Raghus, as is described in English. Shuddha Sachidananda, he is the fountain of pure existence. He is the fountain of pure existence. Shuddha Sachidananda, he is the fountain of knowledge. And this Sachidananda is the term that is used to describe Bhagavan himself. He is the very embodiment of truth. If you look at the altar, you see Satyam. Satyam eva jayati. What will set you free, man? Satyam, truth is what will set you free. Nothing else but truth. You see? So, the soul in this body, Bhajan says, Pinjare ke panchire, tera dara dala jane koi. Nobody knows what that bird is going through in that cage. It wants freedom. So the soul, the bird within in this body needs freedom. Freedom from the senses, freedom from birth and death. So Bhagavan is Satya. All us remember Satyam, everybody, Satyam, Shivam, Sundara. He is truth. But you see, when a person decides to walk the path of truth, it is like walking on a razor's edge. You know what a razor is? When a person decides to walk the path of truth, it is like walking on a razor's edge. You're going to be tempted. You're going to be tested. But all of this, when you walk the path of truth, is to make you a perfect person. Look at the image of Bhagavan. It is perfect. This is why Sri Ram is called Maryada Purushottam, Purushottam, the perfect being. So he is the very embodiment of Satya, truth, Satyam. He is the very embodiment of Shiva Consciousness. You see, inside that Shiva Lingam, there is something inside that Shiva Lingam. I want to give you a little task. Anybody wants to take a hammer and worship on the Shiva Lingam? For God's sake, don't do that. You can never pay for that. Inside of that Shiva Lingam, there is the Jyoti, the light within. The 12 pillars of spiritual brilliance are the 12 Jyotirlingams situated in ancient India. They are light and they are spiritual brilliance. So in that is the Shiva consciousness. And that lingam is the light of Shiva consciousness. And all those murtis are the light of Shiva, of Bhagwan's consciousness. Nirvanashtakam says, Chedananda Rupa Shivoham Shivoham. And that same light of consciousness is within each one of us. Chera ke chhati kole parit paunpat Hanuman. When Hanumanji to open his chest was to show the world that consciousness is within him. So he is the very fountain of pure existence, knowledge and bliss. Satyam Shivam Sundaram. So who is this Shiva? But when Parvati Devi saw Shiva, Lord Shiva bowing to Shiva, ye kaun hai? Who is this Shiva that you are bowing to? Ye kaun hai? Sadharan Manush hai? Is he an ordinary man? Is he the son of Raja Kashyap? Is he an ordinary prince? But we must understand, who is this Shiva? He is Nirgun Brahm. He is Seven Brahm. Bhagavad Gita tells us about, the two forms of the Lord. Nirgun without attributes. Seven with attributes. You see. So, he is without attributes. Who is this Shiva? There's a beautiful verse. It says, Shahasra Shekha Purka Shahasra Shahasra Sahasra Vishwapurka Jatesha Om Namo Narayana Om Namo Narayana Sahasra Shekha Purka Sahasra Sarvbhumi Vishwachor Yatishta Sambrahma. Who is this Shiva? Binupakachare Sunay Binukana, he walks without feet, he hears without ears, he sees without eyes. That is the Shiva. Who is Nirgun Brahma. Open the well. Water is square. What is the form of water? Water has no form. Put the water in the freezer and you get the ice cubes. So Sri Ram is who? He is Nirgun Brahman, the most Ananta Sahasravati, Sahasrapada Shishravāhu, Sahasranami Purusha Sasure, Sahasrakoti Vidhati. He is the Lord who has 1,000 of eyes, thousands of ears, thousands of feet. He is the Lord. Lord Shiva says, Hari Vyapak Sarvata Samana, that's to Sri Ram Jai Ram. Shri Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, Jai Jai Ram, Shri Ram Jai Ram, the one who possesses thousands of heads, thousands of eyes. Lord Shiva says, Hari Vyapak Sarvata Samana. He is here and everywhere. He is all-pervading. He is Nirgun. With these eyes we cannot see him. We can feel his presence. But Nirgun Brahma becomes Sapan Brahma, that formless or all-pervading. He becomes manifest in the form of Sri Ram. बार बार परमांग हो हर्ष देह शिरन पर Sarojanupani Bhakti Sadasata Sati. The prayer of Lord Shiva to Bhagavan Sri Ram manifested. You see, friends? In chapter 12, Bhagavan Krishna tells us about, he who is Nirgun Brahm, he who is Sagun Brahm. Which one is more difficult to worship? Which one is easier to worship? And it is said, Agunahi Sagunahi Nehi Kachubeda. There is no difference. Some people believe in worshipping Nirgun Brahm. But it is very difficult for me to visualize a formless one. I remember in the days of Pundit Ramdath, he always said, when he spoke about Nirgun Brahm, he asked people to visualize what is Manya. Right? And how many people would know what is Manya? Is it something to eat, something to drink, something to wear? What is it? So, visualize Manya. I do hope I have the correct word. Right? Oh, Mansana. Sorry about it. Mansana. Okay. So if you do not know what is Mansana, what will you meditate on? But if I say think about an apple, right away you can visualize an apple. You see? So the manifest form is, the form which is Sri Ram. Agunahi Satanahi Nehi Kachubeda. Gavahi Muni Purana Padari. The Vedas, the Puranas, and they all describe that form, who is Bhagavan Sri Ram, as the very same, the one who walks with 1,000, and I'm sure you have seen that picture. The picture of Sri Ram who is all pervading. So he is good at it. And Sri Ram who is formless, he assumes form because of the love of the devotee. How does the impersonal form, the Nirgun Brahm, become second Brahm? In the same way water becomes ice. How can formless God assume form? In the same way water becomes ice. When a devotee is, the love of the devotee is what freezes the God, if I put it in common language. You see? So, who is the Sri Ram? He is none other than Nirgun Brahm, who is all-pervading. And Bhagavan Shiva, he takes all the pain to describe to Parvati Devi, who is this Nirgun Brahm and who is this Samgun Brahm. And he performs Sri Ram. Charita Karata Nara Anuharate Sarashiti Sakam Seti. Sri Ram, he performed actions similar to those of human beings. Charita Karata. He performed actions similar to those of human beings. You see? So, what actions are human beings supposed to perform? What actions are human beings? What actions are we supposed to perform? Think about it. What am I supposed to do? What should I do? So, Bhagavan Krishna, in chapter 18, verse 5, he tells us what we are supposed to do. So, Sri Ram, Charita Karata Nara Anuharata Sansruti Sakala Seti. So he performs actions similar to those of human beings. Now, what actions are human beings supposed to perform? What are some of the things we are supposed to do? Sri Ram performs actions similar to those of human beings. And in chapter 18, verse 5, Bhagavan Krishna tells us what, as a human being, what we are supposed to do. What do you have to do? Yajna dana tapahata natyajam karamevata yajna dana tapasya pavanani manishina. This is what Lord Krishna says we have to do. Yajna, sacrifices. Yajna dana, giving of charity. Yajna dana tapaha, penance. Natyajam karamevata. This is not worth giving up. Three things you must never give up. Yajna, dana, japa. The sacrifices you make in life will bring the necessary blessings. All is true. Nothing is easy to achieve. Puja is sacrifice. How many parents have sacrificed for their children? They made all the sacrifices for their children. Let me ask you one question. Do children sacrifice for their parents? Do children sacrifice for their parents? I say yes. I say yes. So in life itself, these are some things we must never forget. Because in the end, this is our duty. Tasma Shashpamanti, that the scriptures clear guide. So Bhagavan Sri Ram, the glory of the Raghus, he performed actions similar to those of human beings, which constitute the bridge. Sri Ram built the bridge from India to Sri Lanka. The bridge is still there. And I do not know why they call it Adam's apple. Adam's bridge. Why they must change this bridge between Hanuman and others? Why should they change it to Adam's bridge? This is the Rameshwaram. This is the place of pilgrimage. This runs in the veins of Hinduism and Hindus. Anyhow, we don't have a problem with that. Principle of Ramachandra ki jai. So, Bhagavan Sri Ram, the actions he performed constitute the bridge. And what is the bridge? We're going to bridge the distance between ourselves and the Bhagavan. And how are we going to build the bridge? Through the actions we perform. And when we perform these actions, this will constitute the bridge we build from here to hereafter. Principle of Ramachandra ki jai. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So, what happens from here is going to take us into tomorrow night's katha. So tomorrow night we're going to continue from this point onwards, but tomorrow will come when tomorrow comes. So, I'm sorry that katha has to be so brief, but it's a fact evening. So without much ado, let me pass it over to the Deputy Spiritual Leader of this beautiful institution, Pundit Ramdath Vyas, who is the Secretary of the Pundit Fellowship also. So basically, we're very happy to have you with us, and of course we pass over to you.
Principal Shiva Consciousness, our distinguished Pundit Deodath Vyas, the man of the moment, Chief Celebrant, Pundit Ramdath Vyas, and of course, I was wondering what term we should use for a collection of pundits. Very often, I am inclined to say a parishad of pundits, but then the more common term that is used is a battery of pundits. And I'm sitting there, I was wondering why battery? Then I realized that they are all spiritually charged. So, to the many pundits who are with us this evening, coming to especially grace this occasion with your illustrious presence, devotees of God, and of course, Shrotas and baby. This evening, we all know why we are here, to celebrate the birthday of the legendary figure of Pundit Ramdath Vyas. Pundaji has done a beautiful discourse for us, and of course, we expect nothing less than the usual high standard quality of discourses that he has done. Pundaji, a job very well done. This evening, my dear friends, we don't want to be very long, but of course, it is a day when distinguished ones amongst us will bring greetings on this very special occasion. It always happens that pundits are called upon to make impromptu little speeches. And we know they are very capable of this. One of the most senior amongst us, the most senior amongst us, Pundit Dr. Parashram. He is the principal of the Parashram School of Hinduism, and that institution is located in Exchange, and it is the teaching arm of the Sanatan Dharma Mahasabha. Classes are conducted here for pundits as well as for lay people who are interested in learning Hinduism. Pundaji, please a few words on this occasion.
Sanatan Dharma ki jai, praise. Let's pray to Bhagavan, seek his blessings and grace. Hari Om Sri Ganeshaya Namaha Sri Saraswati Namaha Sri Guru Charanamaya Namaha He Ram Purushottam Narahare Narayana Keshava Govindam Bhagavajam Pranamate Damodara Madhava He Krishna Kamalapate Jampate Sitapate Sripate Vaikuntadipate Characharapate Lakshmipate Pahima Hari Om. Thank you very much. Panditji, happy birthday to you. And like another speaker has said before me, I wish you many, many happy returns. And I do hope that I will find time to come and sit with you so that we can continue some of the conversations we started a very, very long time ago. Pundit Ramdath Vyas was part of a very important movement, which in my view was one of the movements that led to a revival of Hinduism in Trinidad and Tobago. I had heard about him from friends, and many, many years ago, a late colleague of mine, Dr. Harnath Maharaj, invited me to come to Tableland, to go to Tableland with him. Whereas you know their family home is, and you, Panditji, you were actually doing a Ramayana Yajna at that place. And I decided to go, and what I heard was something so marvelous that I remember even to this day. I have two people to thank, of course. Dr. Harnath Maharaj, who was no longer with us in physical form, and of course you, Panditji, and the group of people who were with you, for a satsang that has been written on my mind ever since. It was an excellent evening I spent with you. And after that, of course, I spent many precious moments with Pundit Vyas. So I wish you all the best and really hope that your health continues to improve as well, and that one day we will have you in your full glory doing satsang for us. Ladies and gentlemen, I know there have been lots of people be lots of things to say. So I think I've said as much as I need to say tonight. And I want to thank you, Pundit, for the opportunity. Pundit Deodath Vyas, forgive me, I did not pay my respects to you, and my back was turned to the Vyasas. But that's the nature of things, that I had to face the audience, and consequently had to turn my back towards it. But it's always a pleasure listening to you. And of course, Pundit Vyas and I meet for Cambridge, and I meet twice a week, so I won't say anything more about that. And ladies and gentlemen, enjoy the rest of the evening. God bless you.
Thank you, Doctor, for those wonderful sentiments and of course impromptu also. I've often said, my dear Yogi, of course most of you would not have heard it, that without my glasses I could hardly see beyond the 10 or 15 feet. So our Reverend Punditji has drawn to my attention that we've got that very revered and distinguished personality amongst us, Dr. Botiwari, who I know has specially come on this occasion on the special invitation of our Chief Celebrant Pundit Ramdath Vyas. Doc, I know, like with everybody else this evening, it is going to be very impromptu, but Dr. Tiwari, can you grace us with a few thoughts? He is no stranger to any one of us here. He has been on several governments before, acting in various capacities, and certainly, don't want to go political, but we feel pretty certain that in the near future, he will be in the next government also.
Sit down, everybody. It is really a moment of humility to experience the katha that was just presented by Pundit Ramdath Vyas, and it is a wonderful occasion to be here to be present at the birthday, to say happy birthday to you. I remember on the last occasion you met, it was also at somebody's birthday, and you mentioned this, and I almost couldn't come because I was late tonight, but my wife Kamla was here, and I joined her later. To all revered Pundits, I bow to your feet, and to all members of the Mandir and all who have come to wish Punditji well, I want to say that I share in your good thoughts and your good sentiments. I listened to Punditji speaking, and there were so many things of significance and importance. But I think if I had to take a lesson from here, I would say that the first lesson is that the whole purpose of reading the sacred books and trying to learn from them and trying to aspire to the virtues of someone like Lord Rama is to recognize that our scriptures and our engagement with them are for the purpose of transforming oneself, transforming the individual. You might want to change the world, but changing the world begins with you. And there are 4 words that Punditji used, and he talked about not hearing, but listening instead. And I suspect that the listening that he's talking about really has to do not with the ear only, but with the 5 senses that we have. The second aspect of the 4 words that he mentioned was that he basically indicated that to be the thoughts that we have must be spiritually guided. And therefore the words that we speak, we must speak with restraint and with caution. And finally, of course, he talked about the action that flows from someone who is trying to transform themselves and who is listening properly and who is restrained in his or her words and who must then do righteous action. And he was making the connection that all of these things are connected with each other. And I must say that you have given me a gift. And I am happy to be here to receive that gift on the day that is your birthday. I wish you long life and continually improving health. I know that you've come a long way, and God has always been the center of your universe. And I know that He will always be. And for that, you will always be a person who, at the most important moment in your life, is constantly and perpetually connected with God the Divine. I also appreciate the fact, Panditji, that you talk about Lord Rama and the essence of Lord Rama, the essence of God Himself. And I also appreciate that. And finally, I could not leave here without saying how beautiful the music was and how beautiful all of you. I couldn't see you because you were sitting here and I was around the middle, but I could hear. And with Panditji's singing and you accompanying him, it was really like being in a different, very special place. And I suspect that everyone feels that today this occasion is a very special place and occasion. It's an honor to be here and to say a few words to you. Punditji, my very, very best wishes from Kamala and myself. And it is really an honor and a privilege and an opportunity to be humble before the tremendous spiritual achievement that is really celebrated here tonight with your birthday. Thank you very much for the opportunity, Punditji, to say a few words. Sitaram, everybody.
Thank you very much, Dr. Botiwari. We know we have called upon you in a very impromptu kind of setting, but your thoughts are certainly profound. Amongst us, my dear devotees, are many who are the shishas, the godchildren, as we say, of Pundit Ramdath Vyas. I know you will all come up in a little while, everybody most likely, to pay your respects to him. But I would like to ask one of them to speak a few words on behalf of his godchildren. And with us this evening, Mr. Dinesh Maharaj, attorney at law. No, he is a judge in the industrial court. So,
Sitaram, Reverend Vyasji, Pundit Deodath Vyas, Spiritual Leader Guruji, Pundit Ramdath Vyas, Pundit Vyas, Pundit Dr. Ramdath, Parisham, and many other senior pundits, esteemed guests, Member of Parliament, Dr. Tiwari. Devotees, this as well as impromptu, I thought by scribbling a little note to Pundit Ramdath that I would have palmed off this part of the proceedings onto him. But then he came back and I quickly thought and said, no, you speak on behalf of the godchildren. Devotees, what can I say? In Hindu scriptures, there are many episodes which elaborate the greatness of the Guru. In the Ramayana, we have always heard of Sage Vashisht and Raja Dashrath. We have heard in the Mahabharata of Parshuram and Bhishma, grandsire Bhishma. We have heard even of the story of Ekalavya, who worshipped an image of the Guru, yet he was able and well on the way to becoming the best archer, even greater than Arjuna himself. And moving on to Arjuna, we also know that in that famous battlefield of Kurukshetra, when everybody started to laugh at Arjuna that his arrows was not even powerful enough to reach the opposing army, it was none other than him shooting arrows to pay respects to his Guru, Dronacharya. Devotees, this is the greatness of the Guru. And if we can conceptualize the greatness of the Guru, it is easy for me to experience the greatness by simply looking at my Guru. Most of us here, our Guru, Pundit Ramdath Vyas. Pundit Ramdath Vyas has been an inspiration to us for many years. At school, at home, spiritually especially, he has been the ideal Guru. I have never seen Pundit Ramdath angry or annoyed. He always has this peaceful, calm, collected way. And he always gives the right advice at the right time. And I think that is someone who is charged with spirituality in the battery of Pundits. To my Guru, I must say that whenever we come to you, when we come to your home, we always encounter tremendous amount of love. And so by extension, I want to say to Mom, Srimati Sasikava, and everyone fondly, we refer to as Mom. Mom is really a driving inspiration to Pundit Ramdath. And I know full kudos to Mom. All of us know that she really has stood by his side. And always beautiful, always smiling. Mom, I want to pay my humblest respects and homage to you. And we cannot forget that whenever you go, it is said in the scriptures, you have to go to Kailash. And if you want to get to see none other than Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati, you have to pass through Lord Ganesh. And in the home, at home, if you know anything about reaching home by doors, you have to pass through none other than Sharda. If you do not get to pass through Sharda, you will not get to see Lord Shiva and Mother Parvati. Sharda really I know the celebrations, everyone thinks it is only Pundit Ramdath, but I want to tell you that we are also celebrating Sharda's birthday. Sharda epitomizes pure love, pure unconditional love. Sharda will never have you come home and leave without partaking of food or something to drink. And she doesn't wait on the call or the instruction of Guruji or Mom. It is just not like that. Sharda takes the lead role. And I think it is the reverse. If they want to confer anything on you as a child, as a godchild, Sharda is the one to do it. So Sharda, I want to say that on behalf of all the godchildren, all your godbrothers and godsisters, a very happy birthday. And I know everybody will stay around to wish you all the best. Just in closing, I want to say at different levels, Pundit Ramdath Vyas's contribution to Dharma cannot be underscored in one night. I know Pundit Ramdath will bring greetings from the Secretary General, but just to say that earlier today, he sent his apologies. But even in quick thinking and having a quick chat, he was recalling in the late 1980s and early 1990s, and I think this is what Dr. Parasham was also referring to, that there was a time when Hinduism was under threat, and the answer back and many other sessions which took place, it all took place under the esteemed leadership of Pundit Ramdath. And so Pundit Ramdath, we have to thank him for preserving the tenets of Hinduism that the rest of us can enjoy today. He has sparked a wave of, I should say, devotion to God and also our Dharma. There was a time in close environments, Pundit Navin is here, and I always check with Pundit Navin that he thinks he can fill Monroe Temple with 400 people, with 500 people, with 600 people. But I recall the days when Monroe Temple had 1,200 people. And my elder brother is here, he will remember that. People sitting on the bonnets of their vehicles on the roadside. People sitting on their bicycles propped against some bamboo somewhere. Inside the temple filled. That is what you call packed capacity. And that was because of Pundit Ramdath Vyas. And when he had the Bhagavad at the soul, I recall every night we were passing over 1,500 to 2,000 passes a person. Mom, you remember that? That was the caliber and continues to be the caliber of none other than Pundit Ramdath Vyas. He is the guru of thousands, not hundreds, thousands. And so, Guruji, I don't wish to occupy the microphone. They say you never give a politician, but you never give a lawyer a microphone. So, I won't say much more, but I just want to sing to my Guru. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara, Guru Sakshat Param Brahma, Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah. Guruji, you are none other than Lord Brahma, Lord Vishnu, Lord Shiva. You are truly Guru to all of us. Sitaram.
Thank you very much, Dinesh. Lovely words, lovely sentiments. But then, I want to remind you that, and of course this is going to be an announcement a little bit later on the 19th is going to be Guru Purnima, and you've got to be here again to pay such tribute. Thank you very much, very beautiful thoughts. My dear devotees, from our very own family, one who has seen all of us, Pundit Ramdath, myself, Pundit Deodath, grew up from as little children up to where we are this time. Our elder brother, unfortunately, our eldest brother is not here with us tonight in body. I'm sure he's here in spirit. Pundit Deodath will bring greetings on this occasion. Pundit Deodath. I must tell you that Pundit Deodath had a lot to do, not only with our spiritual upbringing, but also with our academic achievement. Pundit Deodath.
Most distinguished Vyas, spiritual leader of the Mandir, Pundit Ramdath Vyas, Deputy Spiritual Leader of King Vyas. My humble respects to the many Pundits present, my dear devotees. Today is indeed an auspicious day. An auspicious day indeed in the life of both Pundit Ramdath Vyas and Sharda. They celebrate the gift of life, a life given to them by Bhagavan, and for which today they host this satsang as an expression of gratitude. Baba, many happy birthdays. Blessings to you and Sharda. You have done well throughout your life. Your achievements indeed were great. And people still continue to remember those words of inspiration that you dished out to the people so many years ago. Allow me, Vyasji, to mention also that today is Vrishni's birthday. Most of you will know that Vrishni is the one who recited the Hanuman Chalisa and is well known for her segment on Radio Jagriti, Mantra for Today. So wish me happy birthday as well. I understand you have a dedication to me. Can you count this? Vrishni is well known for reciting some of the most difficult mantras. So Vrishni, what will your dedication be?
Satsang, Vyashti, and the Kimraj, Ramdath. Thank you very much, Haja. Satsang devotees, all distinguished Pundits in my presence today, my humble pranams. Today I would like to present the Shiva Consciousness to my other Acha, Uncle Ram, Pundit Ramdath Vyas. जटाटवीकलज्जल प्रवाह पावितस्थले गले गलम्भ्यलम्भिकां भुजङ्गतुङ्गमालिकां दमद्दमद्दमद्दमनिनादवादमर्वयं चकार चन्द्रताण्डवं तनोतु न शिव शिवम् जटाकटाः सम्भ्रमभ्रमानिलिम्पनिर्झरि विलोलविच्चिवल्लरी विराजमानमूर्धनि धगज्जव ललाटपट्टपावके किशोरिचन्द्रशेखरे रतिः प्रतिक्षणं मम धराधरेन्द्रनन्दिनी विलासबन्धुबन्धुर स्फुरादिगन्तसन्तति प्रमोदमन्नमानसे कृपाकटाक्षधोरणे निरुद्ध दुर्धरापदि क्वचेति गम्बडे मनो विनोदमेतु वस्तुनि जटाभुजङ्गपिङ्गलस्फुरद्भनामणिप्रभ कदम्बकुङ्कुमद्रव प्रलिप्तदिग्वधूमुखे मदान्दसिन्धुरस्फुरद्वगूतरीयमेदुरे मनो विनोदमद्भुतं बिभर्तु भूतभर्तरि सहस्रलोचन प्रभृत्य शेखलेख शेखर प्रसून धूलिधोरणि विधूषराङ्घ्रिपित्तभू भुजङ्गराजमालय निबाधजात जुगत श्रेयक्षिणाय जायतं चकोरबन्धुशेखर ॐ नमः शिवाय. Thank you.
Beautifully done, Vishnu. A very difficult Sanskrit prayer that Pundit's life and the Kimraj Vyas and Dr. Parasram can handle quite competently as well. So Baba, this is our dedication to you. It's a special prayer. Ravan, please give Bhagwan Shubha Buddha. And we hope you are pleased with this dedication to you. May Bhagwan bless you and shower you abundantly. May you have all your desires from time to time fulfilled. Jai Sri Ram.
Thank you very much, again, beautiful thoughts, and of course, congratulations to Rishni also on the occasion. Rishni, a tremendous presentation there, really fantastic indeed. My dear devotees, our Secretary General, Mr. Sat Maharaj, of course, who needs no introduction, was supposed to be here tonight. But if I can paraphrase his thoughts, my main function and ability is to speak. But since I can't speak tonight, it doesn't make sense me coming. I had a tooth extracted. So, but I know we do have with us tonight, my dear devotees, one of the executive members of the SDMS and the personality of Shriman Raj Jadu, and I'm sure he will bring greetings on behalf of the SDMS. Shriman Jadu Ji. Of course, we know he is one of the very hard working members of the SDMS. Never spares any efforts in the propagation of Sanatana Dharma. Can I get a few words on that?
Thank you, Baba. You also caught me by surprise. Panditji and all Pundits, all the divine souls present here. I stand on behalf of the Secretary General of the SDMS to bring greetings to our dear Pundit Ramdath. We wish you all the best, peace, love, health, happiness, prosperity, security, long life, and continue to do the great job that you have always been doing. Because I remember as a little boy growing up, I went to so many of just those years just to listen to you. And hearing just now my good friend on the executive of the SDMS, Pundit Ramdath, and he was saying how good and forceful you were. And I endorsed that. Because I clearly remember, I could remember you singing and the amount of people. But then, Pundit Ramdath, we also have to look at that point in time. We did not have the amount of pundits as we have today, and the amount of yags that all over. So it is a little divided, not so Pundit Namin. Not that I'm going in the defense. But what I would like to let you all know is that Hinduism is definitely on the rise. And it will continue to be. You know, just over this weekend, Baba, as you know, they had the sannyas, and then we had the Acharya Swami Akesh Anand Guriji. And he mentioned something that would always be in my mind. That is, he said one of the greatest mantras that we do in this country, Baba, is just saying Sitaram. He said that is one of the greatest things. Because in his country, in India, where we feel that everything is hunky-dory, is not. Because the young generation now are saying hi, hello, how are you? And they are not saying Sitaram. And then what it is they do is that a lot of times they say Jai Shri Ram in India. But we say Sitaram because we do not divorce Sita from Ram. And you know, when you look at what it is our forefathers after 171 years have inculcated in us, and it hasn't changed. As a matter of fact, we are getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And what is making it stronger and stronger is with the advent of radio and TV channels. We are bringing back so many people in full back into Hinduism. You know, you look at all over the world as we are beaming live throughout the world. We are making people aware of the Dharma. And that is something that when you listen to radio and TV channel, you'll be hearing people calling from all parts of the world and expressing their views. And this is what we are doing. As Mr. Satmaraj mentioned some time gone back, what it is we are doing, we are marketing Hinduism. And that is what we supposed to have been doing a long time ago. Because Hinduism was always jackhammered and chiseled for so many years. Even in India, it was jackhammered and chiseled. But yet still, we stood strong. Yet still, in spite of the tribal conversion in India, we still have approximately 89% of the people in India are still Hindus. Hinduism in this country rests on the laps of the female, of our mothers and our sisters. And without them, it would not have been possible. And I must congratulate you, mothers and sisters, for the tremendous job that you all have been doing to uplift our Dharma. You look at what it is there, you can see the love, the love that they put into it, which is the most powerful force that you could ever think about, love and humility, and they protect our Dharma. Because once we protect our Dharma will always protect us. When you look at our children in Baldikas, I mean, God, they are doing a fantastic job. They are really doing a fantastic job. And that alone shows us that our Dharma is in safe hands. We can look to the future. When we listen to our young brothers and sisters, our young children chant all those mantras and so, it sends shivers up your spine to know that we have made sure that we have Hinduism very much alive. And when you look also at the schools, our schools are doing very well. In spite of the fact that so many years they were called cow sheds. And I mentioned Dr. Eric Williams was right, to call it a cow shed. Because in a cow shed you have cows, Dr. Vyas. And in those cow sheds it produces manure. And manure is a fertilizer. And it fertilizes the brains and the minds of our children. That's the reason why we have so many doctors, lawyers, politicians, and all sorts of things in every walk of life. Our children are going from strength to strength to strength. So that in spite of the fact that they say all sorts of things about us, we are excelling. The only problem that we have is the girls are outdoing us. Girls are outdoing us, and I think even in the C exam, 70% of the girls were in the first 200, and the next 80% were the boys. So we have to look at that and see exactly what it is going around. Probably boys think they don't have to work because of inheritance, and that is a wrong conception. So as I mentioned, Babaji, it is indeed an honor and a privilege to be here. I had a very hard day today, but I said that I must come. That I must come, and I am really, really happy. My wife was telling me since over the weekend, don't forget Thursday, don't forget Thursday. I said certainly we will not, because these days, virtually every day we are out. And I wonder if I've seen her at Pundit Ramdath. Yeah, Pundit Ramdath. And then he's starting a year on Sunday, so I have to be there too a couple days. And I must tell you, Baba, and all the Vyas Pundits, thanks for your support in my year. I was greatly honored and privileged to have you all there virtually every night. Thank you, God bless, and sit around.
Thank you very much, Mr. Ranjan, who's speaking on behalf of the Central Executive of the SDMS. My dear devotees, I'm sure by now, and we have said it several times, but everything that is happening at this time is impromptu. Now, I just said I can't see beyond 15 feet. But the day that had on the glasses, I don't know how far he could see. But he is telling me that there is the possibility that we have Dr. Suraj Ramachan in our midst. Doc, are you here? Again, this is only, yes, I can't be sure. I know he would have been invited. Okay, so I know why he would have said that there is probably Dr. Suraj Ramachan in the family. So my dear devotees, we've come very close to the conclusion of this formal part of this aspect of our evening celebration, and the onus falls upon me of course, on behalf of the members of our organization, the Dharma Prakar Sabha, of which Pundit Ramdath is the spiritual head, I am the deputy spiritual head. The executive of this organization takes tremendous pleasure, pride, and joy in extending to you, Padaji, our most sincere, heartfelt congratulations to you, to Sharda, on this very, very special day. Those son of look, no more note for nobody to speak, right? So, my dear devotees, congratulations to Pundit Ramdath. His birthday always provides us with an opportunity for so many devotees from so far and wide to all assemble in one place where we can renew the acquaintances that we shared for so many years, and of course pay our tribute to our distinguished Pundit Ramdath Vyas. Legendary figure he is, a living legend. And there is so much I can say about him. He led that Hindu Renaissance in the 80s. He was the most outstanding Pundit of his time. And ask any Pundit of today, whom would you like to be like? It always is Pundit Ramdath Vyas. He has set such a standard, my dear friends, that of course only he could have reached there. Everyone else aspires. We are all assembled here, my dear devotees, because of the vision of Pundit Ramdath Vyas. Just before he became ill, it was his vision to have an institution where all his godchildren, devotees from far and wide, they can all assemble on all important occasions to celebrate, to observe various functions, and so forth. Well, unfortunately, it did not turn out to be what he would have liked it to be, but for lesser mortals like myself and a smaller group of people, we took up that challenge, and this is what has materialized. I feel tremendously proud that, in a good sense, that the task fell upon me, it was a blessing. And so, that group of people who worked together, we have worked to bring this institution to what it is today, because of Pundit Ramdath Vyas' inspiration. My dear devotees, when you came into this place, I'm sure you would have observed how wonderfully clean it is. You cannot feel, but we feel the vibration of this place. The cleanliness is one of those things, the entire environment. And people look at it, they admire. But I want to tell you, there are lots of people, I shouldn't say lots of people, a small handful of people who work day in, day out, day and night to make this what it is. So first and foremost, all of these people, our sincerest thanks and gratitude for keeping these premises as it is. Tonight's function, my dear friends, could have happened only because of tremendous devotion, dedication, commitment, hard work by a large number of people. Yes, a large number of people. And you would have seen them all around, ensuring that all arrangements are put in place for this evening. We can't go into detail, but suffice it to say, all of those people, on behalf of Pundit Ramdath Vyas, our sincerest thanks and gratitude. Pundit Deodath has done a tremendous job, pretty short notice. We really appreciate that. All the Pundits who have come, all the Pundits you have raised this occasion, and I think Pundit Ramdath feels especially blessed that you have all come. To all you devotees who have come, it is, you know what I like? I will tell you that a few times for the year we have this kind of congregation. When we have our Navratri and when we will have our Kumari Puja. But I think this time, Padaji, your invitees have really scored the highest number I think that you might have had in this year. Give yourselves a lovely round of applause. Thank you all on behalf of Pundit Ramdath Vyas for accepting this invitation and coming to join with us. Of course, my devotees, all these wonderful people here doing bhajan, kirtan and so forth, conducting puja, and all the shrotas who sat here, to all of you, I don't want to go any further. To everyone who has made this evening what it has been, to all of you, thank you so very, very much. Just two very brief announcements. Guru Purnima will be celebrated on the 19th, so that's 19th of July, in a few days' time. And of course, Panditji wants to invite again to come and join on that very special occasion. Another invitation for you, my dear devotees, and this comes from members of our family, the grandchildren of the Vyas family. We want to invite all of you to 5 nights of Bhagavad Katha taking place right here, commencing on Tuesday, the 26th of July, culminating on Saturday, the 30th. Officiating Pandit Jivan Maharaj, Pandit Krishnadat Vairagi. We really appreciate your accepting our invitation. You know it will be very difficult for all of us to reach you to your homes, and so on this occasion we will take the opportunity to distribute our invitation pamphlets to you here. Please accept it as a sincere invitation for all of us. At this time, permit me to pass back over to Panditji for his concluding comments and in the conclusion. Thank you.
Friends, thank you very much for the Maharaj for leading us through this aspect. You know, friends, as I sat and I listened to all the speeches, my mind traveled back to the 1980s, and I visualized Pundit Ramdath Vyas sitting on the Singhasana. Pundit Maharaj performing puja, and Pundit Deodath Vyas sitting on the stage playing dholak. I was the drama boy at that time, and were assisted by other members. And wherever we went, we made waves. We made waves. So the other day when I made that statement, one of the days said, we're not making waves now, we're making tsunamis now. Wherever we go with our music and our talent, we're making tsunamis. Of course, you know, that's just fun for the family. So friends, you see, in those days, it was a team, Pundit Ramdath Vyas, myself, Pundit Maharaj. And you know, we all pulled our resources together and we were able to move through wherever we went with a lot of joy and happiness, even out of TNT. This evening, we are not only celebrating the birthday of Pundit Ramdath Vyas, his achievements. The government at that time saw fit to bestow upon him the Shakonia Gold Medal for his meritorious service, not to Hinduism, but to Trinidad and Tobago. The government at the day saw fit to confer this honor upon him. The largest Muslim organization, the Anjuman Sunatul Jamaat Association of TNT, ASTRA, they saw it fit to honor a Pundit for the tremendous work he did for Hinduism and Trinidad and Tobago. And the Muslim organization honored only one non-Muslim, and that happened to be Pundit Ramdath Vyas. They recognized the tremendous work this man did for Hinduism. One of the most prestigious and beautiful temples in Canada, the Pickering Mandir. When you walk into that temple, you see the auditorium, a huge photograph of Pundit Ramdath Vyas. And that auditorium is named the Pundit Ramdath Vyas Auditorium. When Pundit Maharaj, myself and Pundit Ramdath will go to Canada to raise hundreds of thousands of Canadian dollars to build that temple. They recognize the work that he has done there. Later on, they invited me to come back again. When we go to New York, there was no Shiva Mandir there. The members decided they are going to invite Pundit Ramdath Vyas to come to New York to start the commencement of the Shiva Mandir. Nobody except one lady knew Pundit Ramdath Vyas. And she took it upon herself to carry Pundit Ramdath Vyas and myself and Pundit Maharaj to New York. When we reached there, 3 young boys. 3 young boys. Where are we going to stay? Everybody had young daughters. And here you have 3 young men. Who want to keep 3 young men when they have young daughters? Eventually, you know, we were given space to stay. And when we started in a rented tent on the first night, as Pundit Ramdath says, Shyavara Ramachandra ki jai, bottle and stone started to fall on the rented tent. We were stoned, we were pelted down. That's our first experience in 1983. Pundit Ramdath sat on the Singhasana, I had a dholak on top of me, what to do? A gentleman whose name was Ramdath came on the singhasan and sat down. He put his hands below and he took out his gun. He jumped over and he went. He said, well, today who are dead, badly wounded. We weathered the storm. Today the SDMS Shiva Mandir is there, standing as testimony to the dedication of Pundit Ramdath Vyas and the tremendous achievements. We are proud of our achievements in a good way. And here in TNT, we all know the tremendous work that Punditji has done. Today we have come to celebrate his achievements. And of course, Hinduism today stands proud because of persons like Pundit Ramdath Vyas. He has changed the Pundit's way of thinking. Just before Ramdath Vyas came, everybody would wear red, blue, and green kurta and pink kurta. When Pundit Ramdath stepped out in his little white kurta and dhoti, thanks to sexy pearl, putting him out so nicely, he inspired every Pundit, and every Pundit then decided white is the color to go with. Of course, nothing is wrong with the other colors. He has transformed the way the Pundit thinks. He transformed the way the Pundit conducts himself. In days gone by, when the Pundit will walk with a rubber slippers, you don't see that anymore. Because when the Jetman bows at the feet of the Pundit, he's touching the feet of Bhagavan. Pundit Ramdath did all of this, and even so much more. He has been an intellectual giant. He's been brilliant. He's been an inspiration. He's been a role model. I don't want to be like Pundit Ramdath Vyas. I don't want to be like him. I cannot be like him. He is unique. God sent him for this purpose. Principle of Ramacharita ki jai. But you see, if Pundit Ramdath has been able to achieve so much, there is somebody who supported him. And that person is not other than his Hindu. I love to call her Sessi. You know, she's my sister-in-law. She stood side by side with him. And whenever she sent him out there, he looked nothing but the best. So, Mom, as everybody will say, thank you very much. This evening, it is because of her hard work, her commitment, and her dedication that brought all of this together. So, blessings to you, Mom, for a job well done. Sharon, happy birthday to you. You are the princess in the family. You are the little angel. And as Pundit came out rightly said, if we have to see Pundit Ramdath or we have to see it first. Thank you, God bless you. Happy birthday, Vishnu. Happy birthday to you. Bhagwan's blessings to you also. So Pundit Ramdath, let me conclude. I wish you enough sun to keep your attitude bright. I wish you enough rain to appreciate the sunshine in your life a little more. I wish you enough happiness to keep your spirit alive. I wish you enough pain. I wish you enough pain so that the smallest joys in life will appear bigger. I wish you enough gain to satisfy your wanting. And I wish you enough in life itself to see it through. It takes a minute to find a special person. It takes an hour to appreciate them. It takes a day to love them. And it takes an entire life to forget them. You will never be forgotten for your contribution. So friends, we all wish Pundit Ramdath Vyas, I wish you enough of all that you need. You are special. Don't forget it. You are special. Count your blessings, not your pains. And remember, God made you in His own image and likeness. Blessings to you. Do enjoy the rest of the evening and blessings to you. Principle of Ramacharita ki jai. Let's all stand as we have the closing arati. One of your sheshas is going to lead us in arati. So join us, everybody.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Principles of Ramchandra Ki Jai. So it's time for his inclusive. As we give thanks to the Lord for a wonderful evening, we go over to Pundit Ramdath Vyas for his closing, his blessings.
Bhupam karoti vadalam Pangumgarite Yatripa Yamaham Bandi Paramanandam Shiva Hare Shiva Rama Satyeva Nirata Parivarana Adaveshwara Yadavapayima Shiva Hare Hidayam Kurumena Shiva Hare Hidayam Kurumena Kamalado Janarama Dayani Arabu Gaganarabu Shiva Bhava Samgarapayana Shiva Hare Hidayam Kurumena Shiva Hare Hidayam Kurumena Mangaliram Gnaniram Bhatinam Ganadam Yatpuram Mayaneva Manipuram Tadastune Tvameva Mata Tvamita Tvameva Tvameva
Mangate Mahadev Ki Jai, Pavaputta Hanuman Ki Jai, Navratna Mata Ki Jai, Mahashakti Mahakali Mata Ki Jai, Vrindavan Bihari Rama Ki Jai, and so Satya Sanatan Dharma Ki Jai. So a bunch of Jai Jais.